So today I want to talk about emotional regulation because in one of our last conversations I talked about emotional regulation. I think I didn't take time to explain it well, so I want to talk about how you can emotionally regulate yourself in the workplace as an executive, as a leader who stands out. So first things first, emotional regulation is two words: emotion, regulate. In layman terms, emotional regulations, and in an era where we live in a digital world where everything we do is digital, we might be in a room here and you get an email that pisses you off. A client sends a brief, you want to snap, you get feedbacks that you don't like, as in there are several reasons for us to react. Or we might all be in a room here thinking we're with you, but we're not with you, and you get one text message that changes your mood. Your ability to keep up the momentum, keep up the role. It's not saving face. In the old theater script, the show must go on. Your ability to stand on business, like Gen Z will say, stands you out. Meaning, sometimes you might get responses that would make you, instead of you reacting, you breathe 1 to 20. If that's what works for you. Your ability to do breathe in, breathe out, learn to pause, smile. They might look like coping mechanisms, but most times they are called emotional regulations. You can not completely react to everything around you in this era, especially the things we don't see that digital. I'm in a meeting and I'm making so much of progress, and I get a text message that says that $1 million, $1 million deal have been cancelled. Or you get a message. Your ability to always not forget that you have a bigger role, not the message that comes to your phone, is why you're here. Your ability to learn to pause, smile. And I read off a boss who was in a meeting and he was sacked by his superior boss in the meeting. He was having a board meeting. Text message. Funny enough, they didn't know it was a test. So everybody in that place knew that they were going to sack him. So they sacked him by text message. So while he was facilitating, I guess, he got the message. And normally, the reaction was a smile. It was more like he got a deal. He even was more gingered to smile, to do the work, and ended well. Everybody was more confused. But people kept saying, I won't forget that line. They were like, he was pretending. And in my own small sense, I said, he understands what the job is. This is the last time I'll do this job. I'll make sure you remember me as the best guy that can do the job. Emotional regulation is making sure that your triggers don't affect the reality of the moment, that you do what you're meant to do. Your ability to, we call it parking lots in the first rules of engagement when we get into facilitation and training for teams. You're like, this is parking lot. Whatever problems you have should remain here. It's your ability to emote your regulation, because emote regulates your emotions. Because if you let your emotions rule you, you'll be seen as weak, brash, not mature. Because a mature person, an executive presence, requires that you take in everything with ease, that triggers don't affect you, that you have a coping mechanism irrespective of what is thrown at you. So I think it's a skill we should all learn, especially in this era where one message could mess you up, or somebody from nowhere could make you lose composure. It's not pretending, it's composure. It's peace under pressure. It's a skill set the best of us need. So yeah, learn to regulate your emotion in this era. I don't think there's anyone that is perfect at this. I think your ability to be aware is something that is required of you, makes you practice. Practice with the little things. Practice with the people around you when they trigger you. learning to smile, count 1 to 20 or 1 to 50 or 1 to 100, or take a deep breath, like they will say. But don't be so emotionally reckless that we see your emotions everywhere. Be more stand on business. Okay, cheers. So it's an amazing weekend. Go have fun and regulate your emotion. That's what emotional regulation is all about. My name is Charles Sumi. Yeah, cheers from you.